you need that spot?
What did you think about the way you guys so resilient in overtime? You picked up any Marcus Smart with those 2 offensive rebounds, obviously KYRIE hitting big shots.
Yeah, I mean, those last 2 shots were amazing. The one in front of our bench was a joke. How tough that was, and made it look easy. KYRIE, and then the 2 smart rebounds. But this team's hard to put away. They just lower their head, go downhill. We were super small at the end, and that hurt us in defense, I thought. But guys just kind of found a way, and so you know, it was a positive.
What's this telling about this team, knowing who you were missing, and like yet you still cut it out in overtime on the road?
Well, the one thing that we said this the other night after the New Orleans game, the one thing that this group has kind of been a hallmark of this group has been whoever's available plays, and you know, is counted on to do what they're supposed to do. And so, you know, not everybody had their best night, but everybody did their jobs and kept adding value when they checked in and played whatever role they were asked to, and you know, gave us a chance to win. And then, you know, our you know, KYRIE's big, huge shots at the end put us over the top.
You seem to move the ball early as much as you usually do.
Our first half, we weren't very good offensively. And after that, we were pretty good. Third quarter, we were excellent. And then start of the fourth, we got we slowed down a little bit. And it just gets harder and harder to move the ball when the other team goes smaller and smaller because they're switching a lot. But we needed, you know, we had enough of it, but we need to play with a little bit more pop than we did at times tonight for sure.
What weighs into the decision to foul with 13 seconds left?
No timeouts for them. If Beal, you know, if we have 2 timeouts, so we can literally call a timeout, advance it, get it in, get fouled. Do it again, call a timeout, advance it. We're still in control of the game if we block out the shooter.
It's been 7 game-winning strike after you switch Marcus Smart back on starting lineup. So what type of change are you expecting him to bring to the starting lineup?
Well, today we played him at the 5 some, which, you know, Smart's now officially done it all because he's played every position for us, but he's never played the 5. And I think today, at the end of the game, Markeith was guarding him, and he was the one setting a lot of the screens. He is just kind of a guy that does a lot for us, and those 2 rebounds in overtime were huge, I thought.
Brad, what do you like about what you've seen the last 7, 10 games? And are you worried about that covering up anything that you may not like?
Well, we have all kinds of things we got to get better at, Jeff. But you know, our spirit's good. We're now more more comfortable and more focused on our tasks, I think, and you know, I think that everybody feels like they know what they need to do when they go into the game and know how we're going to play and everything else. And we're going to get better at that stuff as the season goes on, and we've got to clean up a lot from the night. We left way too many shooters open, and we had our moments where we didn't move the ball, but I think we've got you know, at least something to build off of for sure through the first 27 games.
What adjustments, if any, were made at halftime to really get the offense going there in the third?
You know, I thought that they were able to take us out of our offense with 2 guys, the guy guarding the ball and the guy guarding if we were in a pick and roll, if we were in a screening action. They were just really physical with us. We had to play with more tempo, and we had to play lower and harder on offense. Sometimes that gets lost in the shuffle, and when we did, we really attacked. And when we really attacked, we made plays, and then the extra effort plays are huge. Like they've beat us here a few times on corner crash rebounds. So, you know, it was good to see us get a couple for once, and those were huge plays.
Coach, what did you make of the atmosphere tonight? And at some points, it kind of seemed like you guys were back in Boston. It was a home game.
Well, I mean, first of all, this is always a great place to play. I mean, the playoff games here were incredible, and but when you're with the Celtics, and it's one of the things that you pinch yourselves about being with the Celtics, is Celtic fans travel. And when we played in Milan, Madrid, they were there. Mexico City, they were there. And so obviously in all 30 gyms in the United States, 29 and then Toronto, you'll see at the very least some green, usually a lot of green.
We didn't ask before the game about Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen was going to try to play. He was going to try to warm up, but he caught whatever bug is going around, and so you know, it's obviously hit our team pretty hard. We actually went through a little bit of it during the week where we had 4 or 5 days, which was a good time to hit. Now it's a tough time, and hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, Gordon's missed 2 games, so who knows. Thanks.
Thank you.
Brian.